It is because of you that I stand here as your Democratic nominee for Lieutenant Governor. So I decided to run for Lieutenant Governor because I felt that the executive leadership in this state needed a new vision. It needed a new voice that really has not been heard before in this state. I'm here because I felt that very strongly that every community in this state deserves someone who understands the challenges that they face. And this video that you just saw is a video that showed a little bit about who I am, but I grew up in North Las Vegas, in Northeast Vegas, and I'm very proud to represent that very same district where I grew up. In very challenging circumstances, and unfortunately, in an all too stereotypical way for low-income communities in this state and in this country. And I personally experienced falling through the cracks, the very wide cracks that still exist in this state. Yes. And when I started to have family issues at home, there was no support system for me. My mom left my family when I was 9. And after that happened, I started experiencing many, many challenges. My dad was working day and night just to keep me and my family clothed and fed. And I ended up falling in with the wrong crowd, and I did fall through those cracks. And no one noticed. No one noticed when a kid that had excelled in her education her entire life all of a sudden started failing every single placement exam that she took. And by 15, I was on juvenile parole. By 17, I was a high school dropout. And at that time, there was nothing to indicate that I would become the first in my family to go to college, to be a practicing attorney, and certainly not your nominee for Lieutenant Governor. But I am here. And I'm here standing here today because of the investment that was made in me. And I'm standing here, and me being here is a very clear demonstration of what happens when we invest in our kids, in our communities, in our education. And when we invest in our kids, in job training opportunities, in retraining programs, it pays off. And I am a clear demonstration of that. But I was fortunate. I had people in my life who recognized that I had potential, who invested in me and helped me realize that I could do more. And I matched that investment, of course, with plenty of hard work, but I know that there are too many kids in Nevada, just like me, in neighborhoods just like mine, who are not being invested in, who are falling through those cracks, and their future, no one in this state's future should depend on luck. Should be determined by their zip code, and my story's not unique. There are Lucys all over this state, in every town, and my focus is on making sure that this is a state that works for all Nevadans, not just the privileged few. And look, I don't have the background of a typical politician, and maybe that's why I don't have any problems going outside of my job description to get things done. It's what I've done all my life, it's what I've done as a member of the Nevada legislature, and it's what I will do as your Lieutenant Governor. And public service isn't about how much time you've spent in office, it's about how you've spent that time. And I've spent it bridging gaps and bringing people together to get things done. And that is why I am uniquely qualified for this office, because this office is a perfect incubator for innovative thoughts and ideas. You're the number 2 in this state, and it's an incredible platform to highlight and work on the areas where we need to improve education, job creation, and the improvement of quality of life for all Nevadans. We all know that the state of Nevada has not been investing where we need it the most. And rather than come up with creative solutions, the governor and my Republican legislative colleagues took the easy and selfish way out, and they cut everything under the sun. That's right. And that included $500 million in we are dead last in education statistics, why we're the state that was the slowest to recover from the economic recession, and why we continuously led the country in the unemployment rate. I believe that we need a lieutenant governor's office to be more than the rubber stamp that it's become, and that it should add a new perspective to the conversation, because the people of Nevada deserve an advocate, a community leader, and a creative problem solver. And I have demonstrated through my work in the community and in the legislature that I am more than capable of being that president. We run a very lean campaign, okay? We will be getting those signs, but yes, that's right. I don't spend $1.2 million to get 53% of the vote.
Better economics than that.
So, like, when I was a young girl, in my old circumstances, my future didn't look so bright. It didn't look like that girl would one day be representing her very same community in the state legislature. It didn't look like I would be here, standing here as your lieutenant governor nominee, but I'm here. And it's because the people of Nevada went above and beyond for me, and so I intend to go above and beyond for the people of Nevada as your next lieutenant governor. I didn't do it alone then, and I certainly can't do it alone now. I am going to need every single one of you to go above and beyond, to do more than you ever have done before, because this election, and I know we say it every election, but this one really is critical. But it really is going to require the effort of every single one of us. Democrats up and down this ticket are going to depend on you. And you know what? I know we can do it. I know we can do it. I have faith that the people of Nevada will choose the people who are ready to fight for our shared values, and we're ready to fight for a Nevada that we can all thrive in, and that we can be incredibly proud of. So I'm ready once again to prove everyone wrong. And I know you are too, right? Yeah. Are you ready to prove everyone wrong? Year for Democrats, because, you know, in the words of one of my Republican colleagues, and I quote, a lot of minorities, a lot of younger people will not turn out in a non-presidential year. It's a great year for Republicans. Well, as much as my Republican colleague would love that to be true, we unfortunately hear a variation of that every cycle. And every single cycle, what have we done, Democrats? We have proved them wrong. And we will do it again this year. And no matter how much money they throw our way, or how much they try to spin the facts, or how many attacks that they do on all of us, it won't matter. It won't matter, because we have the truth, the people, and the energy on our side, don't we? Will get you much further than a bunch of money and dirty campaign tricks. Right. So, Democrats, it's game time. So I know that we are going to come together. We don't vote alone. We are going to organize our communities. We're going to register those votes. We are going to get people out to the polls in November, and we are going to win, are we not? Yeah.